Come on. But, okay, we got one thing here really quick from Steven Stifler. Ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. Do you want?
8. I think I look better in person than I do on camera, so don't try to fight me on that.
Okay. Hey,
Oh, I'm a 10 for sure.
You're a 10.
I'm a 10.
Okay.
You asked me to rate myself, so I'm gonna put myself at a 10.
Okay.
I think that, like, when you're asking to rate somebody, right, you're looking at, like, a whole world view. Like, you're looking at, like, what the average person wants everybody to look like. Like, I know, like, most guys want a girl who's going to be, like, small, like, blonde hair, mostly, no tattoos, fit, all that. Like, I go, like... Dark hair all day. Okay, that's you.
I don't
but
like
like most of my friends that are guys, they like the blonde girl, they like the granola girls, like they like the golden retriever girls, and like that's fine. Like that's their preference. That's fine. Like I definitely like I know that I make myself look a certain way that appeals to a certain group of people. You know what I mean? So if we're going out for like a whole just like average across the board, I'd say I'm like a 7.5, 8. But if we're going for like my type and what I'm trying to appeal to, I'd say I'm like a 9. Like the guys that I want, they think I'm a 9. They think I'm a 10.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. If you lined up 100 men, what do you think they would? Because you said, Jane, you said this is what I would give myself. But if you lined up 100 men, what do you think they would rate you as?
I think my average would probably be like, and this is complete honesty, maybe like a 7.5, 8.
Yeah.
I would say that for me, honestly.
Okay.
I'm being dead honest.
Okay.
Every guy I've ever found attractive that I've tried to pursue, I've never been rejected. So maybe it's my personality that gets them. I don't know if that's what it is, but I feel like, you know. Hold on. You've never been rejected. From a guy? No. I havenent. I'm serious.
No, yeah.
No.
I've never been rejected.
I mean, they weren't always the greatest guys I was, you know.
I really want to go into this one because this to me fucking blows my mind as a man. God. What about you, Alex? Have you ever been rejected by a guy?
I mean, yeah, like I feel like it was like more subtle, but I feel like yeah.
Okay, but so for Jane, you've never been rejected by a guy?
No, I really haven't.
You've never been rejected by a guy?
Mm-mm.
So let's expand this out into relationships. Of the relationships you've been in, you've ended all of them?
No.
Okay, so when you say rejected, you mean...
Yeah, I just mean like first
initial...
Still,
that's fucking
crazy. Yeah,
crazy.
like first initial, like trying to like talk to them or get to know them or like hook up with them, like no.
You've never...
But I usually, like I have only been broken up with like...
Boys,
twice?
lads.
Who said
Twice, probably?
Never. These two, by the way, they've never been rejected. Must be nice. Okay. Have you been rejected?
Absolutely.
Tanner?
Absolutely, yeah.
Brandon?
Rejection's such a hard way to say it, but I've had some deal breakers.
Yeah.
That's cope, dog. Have you been rejected after advancing on a chick or not? Deal breakers like, it didn't work out.
At the time being, probably, but there was a later story to tell, more than likely.
Bruh. That blows my mind. They've never been rejected.
I'm calling
that
cap.
Blows my mind.
I'm calling cap.
You know what though? It is so much. I mean,
not for them. I believe that. Life is way different for chicks.
Like,
no, I believe that.
Say that.
Life is different for chicks. Life is way different for chicks.
Men are in. Most guys are. You guys are in the business of sometimes getting rejected. Like you guys are built up to where 100%. It's like you're told by your buddies like, what's the worst he's gonna say? No. For us, like if we were to walk up to a dude, like we are gonna like stand there and like look at him from across the bar.
Yeah, like we're not gonna go for anybody who's super
though.
Not into it. Like we're gonna go off of like cues first to make sure they like us before we talk to them.
But we get to use that to our advantage for sure. Because most guys, you know.
Here's the thing though, for chicks, like it's different. Like you guys, what we do as men, like we'll go up to them and be like, hey, like I think you're attractive. Can I get your number? Mm-hmm. Chicks, like. You guys, like, you kind of, like, look at the guy, like, throw your hair over your shoulder. Like, I've been asked out by girls, like, twice. That's it. The rest of the time, it's girls, like, hey.
I've only asked a guy out maybe, like, 3 times. That's it.
Yeah,
so I don't really like asking guys out. I just feel way too masculine, and I don't like that energy I'm giving off, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like being asked out. It's, like, a
I wouldn't mind.
Weird feeling for me.
I wouldn't mind. I feel like you're in a better.
It's okay. It's an ego boost.
You're in a stronger negotiating position. Let's just say, if they're coming to you in this, like for a business deal, if like for a sponsorship or something, if they're coming to you, you're in a stronger position than if you're going to them. You can dictate terms a bit better.
Yeah, I will say I like when women pursue me, but I don't like when they straight up ask me out. Like I don't like having to like reject a girl, but I do like when they pursue me for sure.
I invite it, but it just doesn't really happen. So de facto, I have to be the one.
Bro, we're gonna find you your 4'11" beef curtain queen, bro. Okay?
DMs are open.
That is a woman of God that asks you out. We gotta specify
A
that.
straight up refrigerator sent from God.
Bring it.
Yeah.
But that's really shocking to hear, though, that you two have not been rejected.
It's because they're not asking dudes out. Like they're
I ask, like, if I want to go out with somebody, I'll ask them out.
No, but I agree with you that it's rare for a woman to initiate. But even when they do initiate, bro, they got a pretty fucking good conversion rate. Like,
it's true.
Their success rate's very good.
Yeah.
So
Most dudes won't reject an advance.
bro, I'm gonna say it. Y'all got dating on recruit mode. Y'all got dating on recruit mode. This shit's easy for y'all.
No.
Easy. Well, we can go around the table on this. And Brandon, I do remember we will get to you wanted to talk about body count, right? But do you guys think that dating is easier for men or for women?
For guys, honestly.
Let's start with Alex.
I don't think it's easier for
Either.
either of them. I can't even I feel like it's just hard.
Yeah.
But you just heard two girls here say they've never been rejected. And I can say for me, I've probably been rejected thousands of times. Thousands.
That's a lot of times, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm on those dating
also,
apps.
There's just more hot girls than there is hot men in general. That's a thing.
I agree.
That's true.
I
That's
agree.
true.
So there's a lack of hot guys. So there's so many hot girls I don't know.
Or do women have unreasonable expectations of men? You said there's more hot
I don't
women.
think it's unreasonable.
I don't think it's unreasonable.
I think women want champions and dudes want hot women, and champions are extremely rare. Like women want like very confident dudes who have like good energy and stuff, and
Sure.
like a lot of dudes have like anxiety, insecurities. There's very few like what's the statistic? Like most women rate like 10% of men as above average looking or something like that. It's something crazy.
That sounds
like,
about right for me.
Yeah, well, they did studies on the dating apps, and men rated women on a bell curve in terms of attractiveness, and I think women found 80% of the men ranked them as unattractive. So the top 20% of men they deemed attractive,
that sucks.
and I think it might have been lower, but I mean,
So it's obviously way harder for men, I think.
It's definitely harder
it
for
has
men.
for
For sure.
the average woman versus the average man. Like top tier guys do fine, but average men are fucked.
Dude, the average man, you'll find maybe a handful of girls that want to have sex with him. The average girl, you'll find thousands of dudes that want to have sex with her.
There's definitely a small percentage of men that like take up the vast majority of women, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But you guys basically just said that in itself. There's a vast amount of men that will just have sex with her, though. There's not a whole plethora of men.
Well,
like
I mean,
if
that's
you,
just a
if,
basic
But if you
metrics.
want to have like a relationship, like if that's what you're looking for, like some people, if they just want to,
You could say the same thing.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like it's a little bit more difficult for women because we have to almost fish through. If you want a relationship, we have to fish through all these guys that I may not get rejected, but I have to fish through all these guys that all they want to do is screw me and they really don't care about me.
That's fair.
And that's really
That's fair
difficult to go
Very
through.
fair.
Caveat.
That is one of the difficulties that women faces is there's guys that will not have any interest in you for a long-term relationship, but they'll have sex with you.
Yeah.
So that
Caveat to that, you're right. You're absolutely right. But there are also, for every dude that just wants to have sex with a girl, there's also going to be, you pick any average girl, there's going to be thousands of dudes that would love to be in a relationship with her. And almost all of them, that girl is going to find undesirable.
A lot of men will
I
just
wouldn't
take what
know.
they can get, and like that's that.
Yeah.
You know.
Almost all of them.
Yeah.
It's the 80-20 thing, or like the 90-10 thing. Like a girl is gonna find 90% of those dudes unattractive, and they're not gonna want them. I bet right now, if you went through your phone contacts, there's like probably at least a few dozen dudes that would love to be in a relationship with you. You're just not interested.
They're in the friend zone.
Yeah, they're in the friend zone.
The men who would be dutiful